Good morning. Today is our last NAPLEX practice exam. I don't feel like I'm going to do very well. I feel like it's going to be like last time. I'm just discouraged because I haven't spent a lot of time to study because of our Florida trip. I thought I would be at a better place right now since it's practice exam 3, but it is what it is. It'll be fine. So let's see how it goes. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I'm 100 questions in, and I'm just, what's gonna happen if I don't pass the real thing? Like, for real. All these little things like, select all of the following that could happen if you corrected hyponatremia too quickly. List all the following drugs that could be contributing to the patient's hypokalemia. So you have to know all the drugs that cause low potassium levels. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I don't know anything. Like, which of the following, all these drugs that you can't even say the name of, would cause the patient's kidneys to decline? Select all of the following that would happen when taking a pancreolipase product. I haven't studied that. It seems like it's easy. Select the drug that would cause the patient to have a dark colored urine. Okay. That's not hard to memorize. But when you memorize that 4 months ago, all the drugs and what color they make your urine, but it's hard to remember that when you've studied 200, 300, 400 drugs since then, to remember, oh yeah, it's this one that causes the brown urine, this one causes red urine. Like, I wish I could study all of it every day so that I can be on it, but the book is this thick. How can I study all of that every day? Like, do I just make mixed? I'm gonna have to make mixed questions, like every day, randomly select 5 questions out of the whole book. Scary things are about to happen in my head to pass this test. Like, y'all, literally, I'm learning this test is about most of these. This isn't even that's not even all my drug cards. It's not. And this test is basically about every little word on there in the back. In the back. They can pull a question from any of this. Do y'all understand that? Drug interaction with aspirin, with enoxaparin. But it could ask the brand name instead. Lovenox. Do you realize it could ask a question about Lovenox, about any of this? For 300 cards, 300 of these cards with all this information, just one random line of this, they could pull it. That's crazy. That's crazy and really scary. Really scary. Crazy and really scary. I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. In this list of drugs, select all the following that must be taken before breakfast. But they're all mixed up. Either all brand, all generic, a mix. Okay, yeah, I know what it is in generic. But if you don't remember one of the brand names, what they are, you just lost the question. Even though you know the answer. If you don't know the brand name to the drug that you know the answer to, then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter. I made a 67. That is the highest I've gotten out of the 3 practice exams. So that's good. I made a list as I was going through of things I definitely need to review. Some examples include menopause, bone and joint, pill colors. If the patient's on levothyroxine 145 micrograms, what color tablet do you need to tell them to expect? Each dose is a different color. I need to look at oncology and HIV. I've just been avoiding them. All the antidotes to things. So there was one, I forgot what it was called, Ceofab. Never heard of it. Apparently it's for snake bites. antifungals, Crohn's disease, IBS, pancreas problems, and like the lipases. In this moment, I feel very motivated to keep studying. We don't know when our test dates are until after graduation. Graduation is this Saturday. Start my job July 1st. So I have to have the NAPLEX and the law exam passed by then. I have not studied anything for the law exam. So I'm gonna have to reevaluate every single day of my life. Also, brand and generic. I just thank God that I don't have to work right now, because that would be impossible to pass this. So I'm very thankful that I could spend every day focusing on this, and I don't have to worry about like kids. Like, I don't know how some people can do all this and have kids. Like, you're a rock star if you can do this with children. I'm blessed that I have the time. So I need to not take advantage of it, and I need to use it wisely. Get up at 7 o'clock every morning and just grind it out. And even topics that I covered a month ago, it's just unfortunate that I'm gonna have to cover it again. But it's okay. I'm not starting from zero. Like, I made a 67, so that means I do know something, right? We're gonna be all right. Thank you for joining me and listening to me talk out loud. Yeah.
Randomized control would be, you were setting this up exactly.
I think I have a plan. I think I'm getting my life in order now. I think. Right now it's like 6:30 a.m. How I'm going to approach this. To get me out of the bed, David puts me on a cup of coffee, so that in my head I know I have to get up or it's going to get cold. So it worked. Number 2, I have to study from 7 to 11 every day, and that's with breaks throughout because I love a good break. How my days go. Every day I start with reviewing 30 NAPLEX practice exam questions, reviewing them and seeing why I got it wrong, look it up in the book, and then I'm taking notes on each thing. So like when I was talking about the color tablets, I wrote down levothyroxine with all the doses, and then each color tablet that goes with that dose. And then nomogram, like orangutans will vomit on you right before they become large, proud giants. Each letter in that sentence is the order of the color of tablet. Same with warfarin. Yesterday, like I went over inhalers. Which ones do you clean with a damp rag after you use it? Which ones do you use dry? Which ones do you have to swish your mouth out? And which ones you don't? So I write everything in here, and I feel like this is going to be a really good review like the night before I take the exam. Next, I have a 3-month study planner, and it tells me every day what I need to study. Stuff I haven't even studied before. Like I haven't even looked at HIV, prostate, oncology, stuff like that. But I'm also just starting from the top, even stuff I studied last year. God, it's crazy. It's already been a year since I started studying for this thing. Anyway, so I do my thing of the day, and then I reserve 1 hour to study law. We can do this. If I continue to do this every day, I have to be good, right? I'm gonna pass this thing on the first shot. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for those who tell me to stop doubting myself. I'm still doubting myself, but it's not as severe. We can do this, guys. We can do it. So I have been studying since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's 6, and my butt hurts so bad from sitting down the past, today's Wednesday, I guess 3 days, but I decided to come out and do some yard work because here is another con to being in school. You see how high that weed is? That's almost my height. I have not been able to come out here and pull weeds. So look how tall they've gotten. That is not good. My favorites are sprouting. Ginger something, I forgot the name. But this is a mess. Unacceptable. And Grammy said that one day her and Gramps are just gonna show up because I won't invite them. This is why I won't invite them, because I know my flower beds are unacceptable. So if she's planning on popping up, then this gives me motivation to start pulling. I'm just scared I'm gonna see a snake. So in 20 short minutes, this is what you can do. Also, I just realized I have a lily blooming. That's exciting. It still looks like trash. I just picked up all the big stuff, and we're not gonna touch her today because I'm already wore out. In 20 minutes, it's not perfect at all, but all the big stuff is gone. And the wheelbarrow's full. I guess when you compare it side by side, compared to that jungle, it does look better. So 20 minutes, that's all it took for there to be a whole wheelbarrow full of stuff, which tells me next year you have no excuses. Since you don't have to study, this better be beautiful and there better be mulch, because I've never had the time to mulch it all. It's hot.